should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. Just my luck, put me away. You understand? There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand. Come on.
Greetings. Hi, my beautiful, wonderful crystals. We are here up in this camp today to represent the crystals. And hi, I am Dr. A. I am the Crystal Rock Goddess, and I'm here to do what I do, whatever I do. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out, child. Anyway, oh, wait a minute. Damn. God says Moses bow down. Okay. Nakia, girl, no, we're not doing Nakia today, so I don't know why Moses is in the building, but y'all speak to Moses. Hey, Moses, hey. Anyway, so anyway, welcome to Mickey Flicky 2024. All right. Okay, dang. All right. That's enough. All right, thank you. Anyway, I shall we begins. We're going to be talking to a couple of mom. We're probably going to talk this one mommy. I'm not sure. We'll see what else. We'll see how the energy flows. Okay. Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Crystal Palace. Thank you so much for coming in. Now, before we get started, make sure that you understand the copyright disclaimer 107 1976, because we need to talk about that before we even get started. Allowances is made for use the purposes of criticism. I don't even have my glasses on, y'all. Comment, not that I can see anyway with the damn glasses, but hey, I'm still learning my eyes, right? Gotta take a break from them. News reporting, teaching, okay, scholarship, research, and fair use is use permitted by the copyright that otherwise might be what? Infringing. But of course, we're not doing that up in here as nonprofit educational personal use tips. Balance of fair use in favor of fair use, blah, blah, blah. Okay? What? Fair use. Okay, let me go up here. All right, y'all, let's make sure. Dang. All right, everything we say up in here is allegedly, include my name, your name, and everybody else's name in the chat, and everybody else appearing in here. We all alleged up in this piece. Okay, thank you so much. Anyway, so okay, let's make sure we speak to all of our crystals up in here. Now, gems, drop them crystals, drop them gems. Let everybody know where y'all are at and where we all stand. All right, in this Mickey Flicky, drop something shiny. All right, here you go. Happy welcome to the Mickey Flicky Crystal Palace. Destiny, welcome to the Crystal Palace. Mickey Flicky Crystal Palace. Don't need no man telling me I do. Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Crystal Palace. All right, son, and you too. Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Crystal Palace up in this Mickey Flicky. All right, y'all. Now, we've over the course of certain amount of months, we have all joined together and we have band together and we said no, this will no longer be tolerated. Okay, thank you so much for dropping them crystal balls. Thank you so much. Let's drop some more stuff. All right. So we have band together and we said no, not on our watch. Okay. We said not on our watch. We will not tolerate this. Now, this palace, of course, promotes tough love. We are about the healthy love. We're going to promote the and we want to do a salute to the non-toxic motherhood. And the non-toxic mothers that do their best. The non-toxic mothers that do their best, even though it may not be, it may be a mistake by chance, but nevertheless, at least you're doing your best and you're trying your best. And the thing is, you can repair from the mistake, hopefully, right? But we all make mistakes because we are human beings. We're not asking mothers to be perfect, but good Lord, come on now. Now, Of course, we're going to restore motherhood up in here. Just this chat alone, we're going to restore motherhood by offering other mothers, not necessarily the ones we're watching, because they don't listen anyway, right? We pretty much have found that to be that they just don't listen. So, anywho, of course, y'all can get these life coaching sessions or whatever that I do, and intuitive readings now. Don't wait. Get it, Papa locking, okay? And I want to do a shout out to the parlor room. A shout out to the boom boom room. Oh Lord. And a shout out to the outhouse gang. We are live up in this Mickey Flicky. All right. Hey, hey. All right. That's enough. Whatever. Y'all tripping. Anyway. Oh, make sure y'all like this video. Please make sure y'all like this video. I'm working hard over here. Do y'all understand where I'm coming from? Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Up in here, up in here, up in here. Okay. So we're going to make sure that we go on to the mommy sector. And as a side note, as I pull up this information, I went to my ancestry. I'm still looking for a long lost sister I believe that I have. I'm like, man, where you at, girl? Where you at, girl? Where you at, girl? Where you at? Get your butt over here. We tired. Okay. All right. So let's make sure that we turn on this here Jazzy. So we're gonna do a little bit of Jazzy, and then after that, we're gonna do whatever y'all want to do, whatever I deem, whatever whoever pop up into the energy, maybe the Kia, maybe my Jazzy life, maybe I don't know, live life, or someone these little hookers. We're gonna talk about. I'm sorry. I know I said all of that, then start going, and then start clowning, and still roasting and stuff. Y'all know I roast weird, whatever. Whatever, shut up. All right, come on.
And Happy New Year. Today is January 1st. And when I tell y'all, I cannot believe
Well, how y'all do y'all cyber on a side note, and this is not, I'm trying to, because I really, when I was looking at this, I felt the waves. Like she touched some part of my heartstring. Y'all have to understand that I can be a softie at times. I do give tough love, but then there's times where I can be a bit of a softie. And just to show y'all even further, so I sometimes I deflect by saying something really silly because it's very it's a real serious topic, and I don't know. I think that's a gift of mine that I have, where I would say something silly that dealing with a hard topic. That's kind of like a way. I don't know where I get that from. I don't know what energy that comes from, but I find myself when under a stress and when I'm under duress or when something's happening, I always find a way to make a joke out of something. So I'm about to make a joke. So, not really a joke, but say something kind of irrelevant to the topic that's off the string. How do y'all get y'all sideburns like that? You know what I mean? Your baby hairs. How do y'all do that? Now, I got a lot of baby hairs, man. I got baby hairs for days. Okay, I got hair that I just don't cut mine. My baby hairs is just long. That's the only thing, and I don't want to do my baby. I don't want to do my baby hairs like that anyway. I just kind of put oil on them and some little gel or some little my little and as well as what do you my sea moss on there, my sea moss gel on there as well, mixed in with regular gel. Okay, and I'll lay my edges or whatever you want to call down. But I mean, I think it's really cute the way that y'all young ladies with y'all real hair be wearing y'all little sideburns like that. I know y'all don't call them sideburns, but I do. Okay, but let's continue.
that this is my life.
Okay.
I cannot believe,
Okay.
like, I cannot fathom
Uh-huh.
that this is my life. I feel like I'm in a dream or something. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this isn't real. This don't
Another thing, y'all New Yorkers or East Coast be like something. I can't say how y'all say something. It's just wild. It's just weird to me. But again, here in Louisville, Kentucky, they say finger. A lot of people say finger, and the whole pronunciation of Louisville, Kentucky is weird to me. It's still bizarre. I still can't get used to it. I find myself saying Louisville a lot of times just to be a ASS, because I find it like, why do I have to say Louisville? If y'all wanted to spell it Louisville, then y'all should have spelled it Louisville and it should be called Louisville. Okay. But whatever.
feel it don't feel real. When I tell you
Okay.
nothing hurts worse in this world
Mm-hmm.
than genuinely being like the best you can be, and something horrible happened to you. Bro, when I tell y'all, I wish there was like a fucking 24-hour camera live streaming in my house just so y'all could see like
I mean, do you really want that? Do you think that will be good for the mental health of your sanity, let alone your children's sanity, right? I know you just saying something, but you damn near have a 24-hour. I mean, at least it's a lot of hours, because you had to edit this video, right? So it's no telling how long you were talking and how long you cut it short. But God, yeah, I'm glad that you don't have a 24-hour camera for your mental sanity, as well as for your family sanity, right? So I would definitely not recommend that, right? We're on the same page with that, but I understand what you're saying. And y'all, there's some real tears going on. I don't know. See, I don't know if she necessarily got the memo, but this did pull at my heartstring, y'all. And I should have done trigger warning for you all. That may be a bit sensitive for this one. It is definitely a trigger warning. I have to say before, if this is going to trigger you, please, please, please. This may be where you might need to hold off for just a minute, okay? But let's continue. All right, I gave you enough time.
this is real shit. Like, y'all know I'm so big on taking accountability. I take accountability for shit that I ain't even do.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell y'all there's no such thing as the best parent, but I have been all I can be to this child, bro. When I tell you, you don't understand. Oh my God. If it
I'm gonna be honest with you. I definitely a lot of this I definitely believe. I believe you did the best that you could do. But at the same time, you still, I mean, I already know how the powers that be, or the state care and CPS or DCS, in most states. Some states are DFS, some states are DCS or whatever. They're different titles in different states, but nevertheless they do the same thing, right? All across the board on a lot of they just have a different title to them, but most of them do have the same laws. Most, not all, right? In some states you can spank children, in some states, not all. However, and I'm not saying you should whoop your children. I'm not even suggesting that. That's not even a conversation, right? I'm not gonna have the conversation with you here on here. But what I am going to tell you, again, we keep telling you the same thing. You do have to have a certain line of discipline. You are not your children's friend, and you can't be afraid to punish them, because sometimes that little girl that you have definitely needs structure. Definitely needs you need you to take away stuff away from her or whatever, and she has to know that she's really cared about. And then I'm going to tell you, and you just proved my theory about that because of everything you have just said. But continue on.
anybody
What thing
listens
you the things you will say further in this conversation that we're having at 20 minutes, of this conversation. Okay.
To this girl's story,
Mm-hmm.
the only thing she can tell people is like, yeah, I don't have my own room. I do live in a small apartment. It is five of us in a two-bedroom apartment, but I made sure everybody has their own space. Everybody has their own bed and everybody has a piece of sanity. I don't care if I got to get out my room and go sit in the living room. I always make my room available to the kids for when they just want a time to be alone. If the kids tell me, like, you know what, I need a little break, I'll allow them to go like in the living room and I'll say, hey, nobody go in the living room. Let this person have the living room. Like, when I tell y'all this, oh my God. Like, even when it comes to authority, I gentle parent, bro. I do curse at my
Gentle parenting does not work, and cursing, I don't know about that. Because again, like you stated, like you're going to say later on, that cursing is not necessarily in the best interest of the child, right? Because they feel a certain way. Thank you so much, Happy. I really appreciate that. But what I want to tell you as well is that I don't even know what gentle parenting mean. They might have talked about that during the classes that I had to take. Now that portion probably left my ear. I don't necessarily I don't even understand what the heck gentle parenting is. But I do believe in taking away stuff from children. That definitely has to go down. I definitely believe in punishment. I definitely believe in having a huge conversation. I definitely, and I will fuss at children. And sometimes I'll be like, get over here and talk to me. And my voice, I can elevate my voice or I could calm my voice down. If I'm downstairs, I'm going to yell at my son to come down there. Um, do I do a lot of yelling? Not really. Not really. Do I elevate my voice at times? Yes, definitely. But it's the difference between elevation and yelling. And I'm not saying people shouldn't yell at their children because sometimes children put themselves in situations where you may not have a choice. So I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is cursing, I don't know about that. But we've sat up here and heard you call your child a bitch. And you got to remember, that's kind of how that's how, little girls at times, and even I've seen grown women, which I don't, me and my friends don't use stuff like that toward each other because that's fighting words to me. I'm 50 years old. So on the terms of calling each other, female dogs and things like that, that's not tolerated. But the fact that you would call your child that, and I kind of figure that you do call her that, but that's your rearing, and this is kind of not okay. So a lot of times you're putting yourself in a role of their friend, and that never works at this particular young age. Even if a child is like my mom's my best friend or my father's my best friend, it's still a certain role that plays out, meaning I know that this is my mother and I know there's a fine line. Even with a best friend, there are certain guidelines. There's a certain what do you want to call I can't think of the word. We use it all the time, but there is a certain I don't want to say borderline, but there's a certain, y'all know what I'm trying to say. There's a certain line that cannot be crossed, right? There's a certain thing that cannot be crossed or diluted or blurred lines, so to speak. For example, a child cannot, even if that child's like my mom's my best friend, my dad's my best friend, they know that they can't curse their parent out, right? If there's a level of respect, right? They know that they have to have a level of respect for their parents. They know that it's just certain things that you can't do. Even as a friend, it's a certain line, a rule of engagement. It's certain things with a best friend, certain things you just can't do to your best friend, like, I don't know, sleep with her man, steal from her, call, call, tell on her, or make up lies, gossip. You know what I mean? Just certain rules of engagement, right? That's already there, even with friendships, right? And so with parenting, or with parents, or parent versus child, or parent and child, even though they may be very good friends or have a friendly relationship, or my mom's my best friend or my dad's my best friend, there is a certain rule of engagement that has to take place, a line of respect. And your daughter does obviously not respect you. She does not respect authority figures for whatever reason. It comes off, and if I'm correct, my just Jazzy, and this may not be something you've done because you might not have created that. So I'm not putting you down as a mother. See, you are a bit differently than my Jazzy life and live or whatever. I think I do. We still have our opinion, like, hey, maybe that girl does deserve her own room. You know what I mean? She's older. I mean, she's not even older because you got a 15-year old, whatever. She's not even the oldest, right? I'm thinking she was the oldest. So they do deserve their own space. And I just think that, to me, I just think that, and I know you love it's obvious you love your children. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that they deserve their own space. And I know you're trying to make a difference in trying to give them your space. I get and I believe you when you say that, right? But what I'm saying is that to me it comes off like, you're looking at your daughter like, why are you putting this boy first before your own needs and your own self need? But you have put this woman, and I don't care what you say, before your own needs as well. It just kind of comes off as the children may feel like that too. They may see you doing that, so they may do that themselves. So it's just something to think about there, though, because children are watching you. Children are watching you. They're looking at you. They have their own ideals. They have their own identity that they are forming at the age that they are in the teenagers. So they may see their mother as a person who puts this woman ahead of them and their needs. And that's not saying you're doing that. But what I'm saying is that there are places that, and I'm not knocking New York. New York is just very expensive. And you're already having trouble. You stay, like you said, you stay in the ghetto, you stay in the hood. That's what you said. And they're y'all crammed on top of each other in this apartment, 2 bedroom apartment. Everybody needs their own space. You make more than enough money, and you can do your job from everywhere, right? You're really good here at YouTube. I ain't gonna lie, girl, you do put some good content. I like watching you. I just don't like this whole thing with your daughter, but I like the information that you provide here on the YouTube streets. And I have learned a lot from you. I'm not gonna front, y'all. I'm not gonna front. But what I'm saying is that you still have to, you deserve, and your children deserve to have a better life outside of what's going on, because obviously there is an issue in this home. So if you remove your daughter from this entity or the state, then maybe you will have a fighting chance. But it seems like you are losing your baby girl, and I know you don't want that, okay? All right, so let's continue. Desi, welcome to the Mickey Flicky Crystal Palace. Okay, and Pineapples, welcome to the Mickey Flicky Crystal Palace. Yay. All right, so let's continue on. So it just seems like you may leave that situation alone because it doesn't really seem like, oh girl is maybe trying now, but it doesn't seem like, it seems like something is missing there. It doesn't seem like a real commitment, like it's certain things I can already tell, and I don't know the ins and outs, but what I can tell you is that it's something missing with that woman, and it's just not worth you staying in New York to chase her down. That's just my opinion. It feels like that's what you're doing, and your children are watching this. Okay, and so and again, I know that again, the little boy's father, Carter. I think that's what his name is. His father's obviously in New York as well. So maybe y'all can work out a type of you know visitation or something where y'all can work out parents. Seem like y'all have pretty good parenting, right? that he can go. He went over there for the holidays. Maybe he can stay with him on the holiday seasons and things like that. But you got to do what's best in the best interest of you and your children. Okay, and you got to have to stop that soft parenting and they're trying to make them your friend type of thing. Now, you can be a friend for them to listen to and be a soundboard, but you still have to set certain things in play. Discipline, um, removing stuff, punishment. You can it's not illegal to punish your children. Y'all know that, right? You do know that, Jazzy, just Jasmine, that you can punish them. That's not illegal for you to put your child on punishment. It's not illegal for you to take the phone from them. It's not illegal for you to tell them that what they need to do, and if they do it or else, that is also not against the law, right? And you have, as a mother of these children, have a right to, it's your rules or else, and that's it. And or else does not have to go into corporal punishment or anything to that sort, but that means taking stuff away. And you also can put them if they want to get too funky, then you can make some other arrangements, you know what I mean? But I'm not talking about abuse in no way, shape, or form. But continue.
my kids. Like, if they do something to make me really upset, I do curse. Like, I'll curse some words. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I'll curse up a storm, but I'll say sorry afterwards. Like, so
But you done already, the damage is already done. It's just knowing and going in. You got a bad. You know that you have a temper, and when your children get to the point you're gonna say whatever the words you use. We already heard you call the little girl a bee, a female dog, right? So why even have to go back and apologize? Don't even say that. Don't say that, because when you do that, you put yourself in a line of that whole being a friend thing, and that's not good. That's kind of a form of abuse. I don't know if you know that. Just a bit. Just a bit. I'm sorry. You shouldn't call your children names. It's one thing if you call, like little big head girl, you know. But even that, even some places, in some places of the earth may say, "Hey, that's not even nice." But dang, you can, that's better than you saying the female dog. How about that? Words do hold power, though, Jasmine. Words do hold power. Do you and your girlfriend call each other that? Because if y'all do, that's not good either. But anyway, maybe that's, I don't know. Y'all a little rough.
sometimes I'll curse them out, like if they'll do something, and I'll get crazy, and I'll really be on some shit. Like, yo, y'all fucking getting on my.
Stop crying. Now, these are real tears, unlike what Olivia does, y'all. So she is actually crying. I know some of y'all gonna go in here in the chat. I know my crystals. I know how my crystals are. When I say tough love, y'all be straight tough love in it, right? So I know some of y'all gonna come in this chat and say, Dr. A, no ma'am, this is fake. I know some of y'all gonna say that, but if you feel like that, hey, that's your opinion. You please express whatever way you feel. I'm not going to judge you. I'm just going to ask you, explain more. That's all.
My nerves, and I will wild out with the cursing. Like, I'll be cursing a lot, but I always apologize because I'll get overwhelmed and I'll be in a moment and they'll be doing some shit, bro. Like, something that they know they're not supposed to be doing, and they'll keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And I'll
I wish we take the language. I wish we take the words out of our language, bro. Bro, and you know what I mean? What happened to it? Well, how we said brother and sister, that brother or that sister got on my nerves. We have gotten so far and far between and twist on a whole nother page to optimize and Optimus Prime, Optimus Big Giraffe cycle boo boo face that we have just kind of totally forgotten about our language, right? that we got into the point where we're saying bro, like this is something. And we used to, I guess it's no different than saying dog. I was like dog, we used to say dog a lot back in the day, but bro is so annoying. And I want us to, especially as grown-ups, it's something that the children say, especially us as grown-ups. I'm gonna need us to stop calling females bro, okay? That is so annoying. And y'all might talk like that. I'm not. Okay? And it's annoying when I hear it and I have to correct people. That's right. Pine, tell them thumbs up, please.
I'll get to the point where I'll be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? But when I let it out, I'll be like, damn, I took it too far. Like, I didn't have to curse at them kids like that.
Mhm.
And I'll go back and I'll apologize to them and I'll tell them, like, yo, y'all really made me upset. But this shit here, I don't care what nobody say. Don't no parent deserve this shit.
Okay.
Bro, I treat this kid so good. I make sure this little girl, she has every, bro, y'all don't get this shit.
Oh,
But I tell y'all, it's parents out there abusing their kids.
right. True.
Like, it's parents
It
that don't
is.
give a fuck about their kids. Like,
I agree.
yo, I'm on some, I walk around looking a mess. You know how many times I couldn't pay my rent just to make sure this little girl had the newest joy. If anybody look back at my video,
So that's the problem, though. What do you mean? You'll jeopardize your place to stay just so that little girl? That's the problem right there. She knows how to pull your cord, girl. She can see you from a mile away. She knows how to pull your cord. She knows how to manipulate you. She knows what to do to get at you. She knows how to make you submit to whatever she's trying to do. So that's kind of, again, that goes back on you. But I understand. It just, I know you love them. It's not that. But hear me out on this one. I know you love your children. I'm not getting ready to sit up here and say, oh, she don't love her children and this and this and that. But it just feels like a lot of guilt. It seems like you're carrying a lot of guilt. It may be guilt from your own childhood, right? And it may be guilt for something maybe possibly that has happened to her or maybe a couple of the children. And it just seems to me that you got to let go of that guilt and you need to start working through that instead of coming here on the internet and telling so much, right? You really need to work through this in counseling. Like it wasn't just her going to counseling while you putting her in counseling. You should have been in there with her trying to work through some of this guilt that you're feeling because it really feels like a lot of guilt that you're and a lot of burdens that you're carrying on with you. And you got to let go of that because you're overwhelmed now. You've been overwhelmed with this little girl so much so, like you said the other yesterday, that you have not been able to really pay attention toward the other children, and the other children need you also, right? And you're torn between all of these energies, right? And that's what happens when you have multiple children and when you have that one little wild card child that you got to do spend extra attention on. And you got one is out of control, right? So you gotta get some counseling. You gotta start unpacking a lot of this stuff. You know what I mean? And when this girl comes back, um y'all gonna have to get some counseling together, and you got to tell her what it is, and you got to lay the law down because you can't, all this threatening her on you. That she already know you ain't gonna do it. She already know that you're gonna be so happy when she finally decides to grace y'all with her appearance, that y'all just gonna be like, oh, we're so happy to her back. No, you can hug on her and say, look, I am so happy you back. I love you, but guess what? You in trouble. You on punishment. You know what I mean? Because she done showed out. This was ridiculous. This is the probably one of the worst things she's ever done. Am I right?
videos who always have their hair done. I get Michaela hair done before I get all my other kids' hair done.
Oh hell no. See, that's the problem. Why you doing favoritism? You can't get this little girl her done because for before you get anybody. What the hell? See, I told y'all she got your number, girl. She got your number. Welcome to the Mickey 50 Crystal Palace, Mimi. Exactly. Why are the police? I'm confused. So why are the police not take care of her out of the boyfriend's house? Exactly. So we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. She's gonna tell. She's gonna explain why. Wait. So she's chilling at the boyfriend's house. She at the boyfriend's house chilling. Yes. That's what she said. Her phone shows she's there. If an adult is there, wouldn't there be considered a kidnapping? That's what I don't understand. Oh, I heard her say that, but I didn't know she was there. Yeah, this is wild. This is certainly wild. And I got a couple of questions for New York. I'm on my this situation almost makes me want to call New York's police department and ask them some questions regarding not necessarily this subject, but just how they handle runaways. I really want to know how this is handled, so therefore we can, I don't know. I just want to, y'all. We gotta investigate this, because if this is how this law is ran, if it's how it's done now, then this has to be changed, right? But anyway, that's the problem. What the heck are you getting her hair done before you get all everybody else that's doing what they supposed to be doing? Why even do all that? She's not even following laws, ma'am. She's not following your rules. She don't respect you. She don't care. She don't respect the other children either. Apparently, you getting everything done. You getting everything done. They're getting everything done but her, and you get her done, on her done. Why? What does she have over your head? What is the guilt? I want to know what the guilt is that you keep carrying around with you. Did something happen to her and she blames you for it and you have guilt for it? Please tell me, or tell us, I should say. I'm just wanting to know, okay? Anyway, let's continue. I will be camped out right in front of their house. Oh, it gets worse. Wait, Mimi. She can ready to tell you what she did. Okay, hold on. All right, I'm sorry. I thought I clicked on it.
Like just so she could have the extra security blanket. When Michaela went through that phase of being real bad in school, like when she was wilding, and she told the school it's because I had daddy issues, right? I wanted to save Michaela from that shit, bro. I knew her father since I was a little ass girl. That man is 10 years older than me. He's a fucking groomer. I wanted to save her from that man. But you know what I did? I let her go because she wanted to. Michaela went to North Carolina for 9 months. 9 months. Michaela put me through hell still in North Carolina. And when she got back, she told that therapist so much shit. How she was smoking weed, how he was letting her do hookah, letting the boys spend the night at the boy house. And she said that's why I wanted to be there. But I missed my mom because nobody was taking care of me like she was. So I fought to get her back. Even on the times where she said she didn't want to come back, I still fought to get her back. Bro, this little girl has made these last few days fucking hell. Hell. To the point where I'm like, yo, what is up? Michaela has lied to so many people. She has made this such a mess for everything to come out as either she's the
This is a lot of information, child. Woo, Lord. How you doing, Myra? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Crystal Palace. Woo, Lord. Mm, Woo, wait a minute. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Woo, girl. Like, seriously. So her father is an alleged groomer, and you let her go stay at his house. Excuse me. I'm so sorry, y'all. So you allowed her to go and stay at his house while he had boys over to his house, spend the night with your daughter, and let her do, wacky tobacco and all kind of egregious things. And This is. I don't know if I should just allow you to continue to talk or deep dive into what you just said. She's scared of this little girl. Yes, she is. She is, or some kind of guilt. This girl is holding something over her head or something. This is ridiculous. So you let, and then you know full well that this man is no good for nobody. Not for you, not for her, not for anybody else. And you allowed her to go and stay with her alleged grooming daddy. Now, help me to understand what how is this not okay? And why wouldn't you have tried to press charges on him or had CPS or anybody come down and visit him in any type of format based upon what this little girl told you and the therapist? The therapist didn't intervene and call anybody because this is crazy. This right here should have been dealt with. And so the therapist didn't say, you know what? I gotta report this. This is a crime. So she didn't say, well, let me, tip the police off to South Carolina or North Carolina, wherever the heck she was at, and did nothing, and everybody dropped the ball on this man, allowing an underage kid to illegal, to do some illegal drugs and have permit to be promiscuous in his own house. Come on, man. Are you crazy? Boo hoo, cry me a river. See Bella come in already. Greetings, Bella. Welcome to the Mickey Flickers Palace. Roland, welcome to the Mickey Flicky Crystal Palace. Thank you so much. Roland, welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. Thank you so much. Yes. See, I already told you, Jasmine, that my crystals are not gonna be as compassionate. Some of them are. I'm a little bit compassionate because I see your tears. But most of our crystals up in here is not gonna be real passionate, and I'm not gonna tell them to stop. I'm gonna let them express how they feel because this is how they feel. And they said, and Bella says, "Cry me a river." Boo hoo. That's what she said. Okay, let's continue. What kind of father lets a teen sleep over at boy's house? He must be some type of sick Mickey Flicky. Okay, I already spoke to you, Roland. Okay, just Jasmine, boo hoo, cry me a river. Girl, she is not playing with you. This little girl is in trouble. Yes, she is. Something is off. Rolling is definitely something off. It's like y'all need to tell me something. Dr. A and the Crystals, hey y'all, hey no, hey you, what's going on with you, girl? But anywho, it's definitely something off because why in the God's green earth do you think this okay? And you didn't call anybody, you didn't complain anybody to anyone, nothing. You just let this go by wayside. You know what I mean? Not only that, but this girl is over to her boyfriend's house and he stayed with his mammy. Oh, okay. Um, Usually the dads are very overprotective. This is weird. Exactly. Well, she just said, Mimi, y'all, she just said he groomed her. He's 10 years older than her. And she said she was messing around with him since she was a little girl. So definitely. So if he did that with his own with her, what do you think he's gonna do with his own child? It's no telling. Okay? Let's continue. How old is this boy in my is my question. I don't know. I don't know.
Gonna be with that boy, or she ain't coming back. What do I say as a mom? Last night, when I tell you I'm running off zero sleep, bro, y'all know how bad this is. They want to arrest me because last night at 3 a.m. I got a call that Michaela was being abused. Michaela didn't eat in days. The boy was beating on her, all this stuff. She really at the boy house. He hitting on her, all this stuff. So 911 wasn't working. And if y'all think I'm lying about 911 wasn't working, look at me calling
Never
911.
witnessed nothing like this in my life. Look how many times I called 911. So if somebody's dying right now, what happens?
They just die. It was New Year's Eve.
Like what? Is this a joke? Is this the April Fools?
I know that's her girlfriend. What you think it is? It ain't no April Fools. Girl, you need to leave her alone for real.
This is 911. The following message is for the deaf. So what is it saying? The following message is what? So do you walk to the fire department?
I called 911 for like 35 minutes, bro. And they did not answer. I had to call Kaisha and Alyssa, help me call the detectives, the precinct. My body was shaking because I got this phone call, right? And yeah, I probably shouldn't have took it to social media, but I needed help. So I posted it on social media. I posted little boy address and his phone number because at the time they telling me like he abused her, he hit her, she got a busted lip, like she hungry, mad shit. So I'm going into panic mode. Police can't help me. I'm just asking for help. The mother went to the precinct and filed harassment charges against me.
If she's there, it's nothing like she can have my 13-year-old there as long as I'm not physically at her place, like trying to hit her and she's intervening.
If she's not doing anything to harm the child and the child is willingly there, that's one thing. I don't know. If she's being held against her will, then no, it's not fine. If she's offering the child a place to stay, because the child might, in her own mind, hey, I hate being at home. There's too many rules. Like I can't do what I want to do. If the child is doing that on her own, that's a child issue. I'm not saying it's right for the parent that child to allow her to be in the house, but the detective is really one. But don't worry, yeah, don't worry about what you did before, but don't do it again. But if it happens again and she wants to press the issue, it is arrestable. It's aggravated question.
This is the most craziest situation I've ever heard in my life. Is it just me, y'all? This is one. Now it's not the, but it's definitely one of the most craziest situations I've heard of. Okay, who called her? The police supposedly. I will be recording myself calling 911. And this is why she should have packed up and moved her kids out of there. Exactly. How you doing, T with she? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Crystal Palace. I want to know who called her and told her Michaela was being abused. I guess she said a friend. I guess she said Michaela's friend allegedly, right? If I remember, if I think so, she should have been out of there. Is she working an actual job? Wants to keeping her no, she trying to run behind that woman. T with the sheep. T with the she. That's what she trying to do. It seemed like to me she trying to run behind that woman because she definitely should have been out of New York by now. It was one of Michaela's friends who was in contact with her. I think I heard her say. That's what I thought I heard her say as well. Mm-hmm. See, did she? No, she's not working a job. She's working on YouTube, y'all. All she got to do is get up and move, but she trying to chase behind that woman, in my humble opinion. Okay.
Regular harassment. All right.
The police is telling me like she not missing. She just ran away. She just don't want to come home. And that kids do this all the time. And it's so easy for somebody to look at me and say, oh, kids do this all the time.
No, the hell they don't. But I'm sorry. No, the heck they don't, ma'am.
This is regular teenage stuff.
No, it's
But
not.
bro, why do they do shit like this? Like, people always act like they got the answers. Like, oh, kids do this when you're too strict. I'm not strict. Oh, kids do this when you don't get them what they want. I give her what she want.
That's the problem. You giving her everything she want. What are you talking about? She don't have no kind of discipline. You don't take away things from her. You act like you're afraid to parent her. You're afraid to, you're trying to be their friend. You don't know. No, you cannot be their friend. You can be the child's best friend. Child can say, my mom's my best friend. I tell my mama everything, or I tell my father everything. Cool. But then there's still a certain line that cannot be crossed, right? Children still have to have structure, and you have to make sure you enforce your rules. These children are running all over you. They running amok over you. What are you talking about? Elf Keisha, I would have told her goodbye, Bobby. Yeah, she should have been thought. Mm-hmm. Found a house with enough rooms for her and the kids, instead of staying in the second bed in the two bedroom. Exactly. She can tell people on social media very personal, intimate details, exploiting her 13-year-old girl and calling her ish, detailing the child's history, and it all kind of pedos here. Here like Philip, exactly. The whole situation is exhausting. It certainly is, y'all. It's definitely exhausting. And what I don't understand is how come she didn't handle this? I don't understand why she didn't put this little girl on some kind of pills or something. You know what I'm talking about? And teach the girl about condom safety or something. And moving out of that city and making sure that she had a different type of life, slowing it down. Sometimes New York be too fast for people. Heck, New York is too fast for me, to be honest with y'all. Shoot, I have to go move somewhere slow. Move somewhere slower for her in the country where she gonna have access to that. Maybe Mississippi. Try Mississippi or somewhere like that. I would have definitely left when her mother passed. Exactly. I understand that this can happen anywhere, but this is ridiculous. Yeah, but she still have to. This little girl need a slower pace because she too fast, right? She too fast, and she need a slower pace. And then something like that, you might need a homeschooler. Put her somewhere where she cannot do all this stuff and get her mind right, and she would have to prove to me. But I hate to say it's too late. I don't want to say it's too late for her, but what she doing right now is not helping either. And she talks too much. Stop telling this little girl every move. I mean, that may be part of the problem as well. She really doesn't vlog. She just talks and talks and talks.
Oh, kids do this when you hit them. I don't hit them. It's like, why are you doing this, bro? And then it's kind of like, this shit hurt. If y'all see the way this little girl talking to me, the way she talking to me is.
But you set her up in a friendship capacity, so she's talking to you just like how you talk to her. You calling her issues and all kind of female dogs, and you making things abundantly clear where you got, where they basically have free run of your apartment, where she get her hair done first, she get tennis shoes before you even pay your dang on rent. So quite natural, she gonna talk to you just like just like one of your chicks would, just like that chick that you chasing all around New York. You know what I mean? Ray, boom, 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 Ray. Okay, up there in that dang on juke joint, up there with Ray. You know what I mean? You chasing her around and running around and thinking she ain't gonna, of course she don't respect you. And then after knowing full well she don't respect you, you still bending over backwards for this child. And it's a child, it's not an adult. You are the adult. Who's the adult? Let me ask you a question. Are you the adult or is she the adult? Because she sure gave you her ASS to kiss. New York go lock up the loudmouth mama she is chasing. Ooh, pine for real. I be like, damn, shut the f up. Ooh. Hey y'all, mystery. Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Crystal Palace. All right.
It's crazy. Like you would think I'm like a 13-year-old on the street if y'all see how this girl.
But that's kind of how you acting, though. To be honest with you, okay. The whole conversation, the whole conversation within this time, even beforehand, when you was talking to about the little girl and girl, for God crying out loud, I don't even understand why you would even allow her to go to the mall or the therapist by herself. You cannot trust her. Obviously, you cannot trust her. So why would you take her word for value? Her word means diddly nothing at this time. Okay, and you could have had some control with her in your house, but you chose to take on a soft parenting. You wanted to soft parent, and you see what happens with soft parenting.
Girl is talking to me like, and I'm trying to be
Stop
patient.
crying,
I'm
no
trying to be so
patient.
patient.
Your patience is thrown out the window, child. And again, I hate to see you crying. I hate to see a woman cry. It just it hurts my soul. It hurts my inner soul and my higher self to see you crying. However, girl, listen, you probably are a decent mom. I don't think you're a bad mom, but I think that soft parenting ain't working. This stuff that you've been trying for years ain't working. So you got to do something differently, right? Because what you're doing right now ain't working. Okay? It ain't working. And you put her before the other children. Don't you think eventually all your children gonna pack up and leave you and get angry with you? Little Carter gonna be like, I just want to stay with my daddy. Because that little girl gonna start getting mean to them, and then everybody's gonna pack up and want to leave you and be like, "Dad, mom is too focused on her and that girlfriend." You're not gonna be able to get into any relationship, and that woman probably the only person that'll tolerate that little girl showing out like that. Every time you probably have gotten into a relationship, it's always been something because you've always parented like this, and that would get on my nerves. If I was a man, I wouldn't be dealing with that. I'd be like, you got to get that little girl under control. I'm not coming back over here because she be done falsely accused somebody or something. You know what I mean? The little girl is out of control. So it's not all Jazzy's fault, in my opinion. I don't think she knows what to do. The child has mental issues. The child has mental issues, but at the same time, I can kind of see that. But at the same time, she has to parent her. She just lets her go and do what she want to do. She's doing this soft parenting, and that's not working. She can't just let her run amok in her house because she has other children. It's not just about this child, it's about other children too. This woman has sacrificed even paying her rent sometimes just to get this little girl what she wants. Not what she needs, but what she wants, like Jordan tennis shoes. Who does that? Would you do that? I'm just asking, mental issues or not. Get out of here, girl. I'm not talking about you, Pine. I'm talking about her. In my opinion, she is way too young to be traveling anywhere by herself. Exactly. You letting her go to the mall. You letting her go to the therapist. You letting her go on the subway. This is not the time. This is 2024 now. It is too much crazy stuff going on. People are in it with the K, ing, children. They're even doing it with the adults. Now, just imagine a woman having to fight to stop being snatched or whatever. Now, just think about a little girl. Come on now. It's too much stuff happening in this world to not be hands on with these children. Okay. A head make a soft behind. Yes, my mother always told me that because I sure was a hard headed joker myself. Speaking of a hard head bottom, that was me. A hard head. My bottom was soft. Now she's hooting and hollering cause Poo Poo told her to shut the F up. I agree, pineapples. Okay, yeah, she should be doing going she should be going to the mall with her friends at 13. I think that's way too young for that. Right. These are totally different times than when I was coming up. 13, we went in a group. It wasn't no, oh, I'm gonna meet some friends. My mom be like, what's your friend's name? What's all their names? Who is all going? What kind of grades they got? What they parents like? But see, the people that I roll with, my parents knew they parents, right? As soon as I got to talking about somebody new, my mom be like, where they mama at? Where they daddy at? My dad be like, where they at? Where they daddy at? Let me talk to their daddy. Now, no, ma'am, I am not sacrificing our roof for material things. That is crazy as heck. Planet at all. Exactly, Pine. She did not know the child had been in therapy in 2 whole months. How does she not know that? Then the little girl signed the form, basically saying, to go ahead and cancel therapy. And then she knew that before the little girl had even left, had even ran away, y'all. And she let her go to the mall. Please explain that one to me. Okay?
I want to know if she alright. She's sending me pictures like, I'm fine. I'm good. Like, oh my god. Like she don't give a fuck. I'm telling her like, Michaela, I'm trying to be so understanding. I'm like, Michaela,
Understanding my Aunt Fanny, you sitting in the car crying your eyes out. You haven't had rest in about 2 to 3 days, and this little girl is having the time of her life, and she probably come back pregnant, and that's probably when they put her little tail out. So and now you're gonna have to deal with the pieces. You're gonna have to clean up the piece. You got to clean up her mess because you get ready to be a grandmother.
can I talk to the
Mm.
mom? I know she's upset because I put the address and the phone number out, but as an adult, you're 13.
She shouldn't have had that look your daughter in her house in the first dang on place. What the heck? I will get me an attorney. Girl, you make more than enough money. I will get me an attorney. I will sue the police department. I will sue that mom. And I would have the police at her house every day. I will call the police and make them go over there and stand up. I will go to a judge. I will go to DSS or whatever you call your place and have DSS come over there because no way in the world a girl should be staying over to her boyfriend mama house. No. I would have DCS all up in there, but unless you got something to hide, if you don't have nothing to hide, then you need to make them branches shake. Okay? That's what you need to do. Jazzy knows she dropped the ball on this one. Right. How you not check in with your child's therapist? How do you not go to your child's therapist? We going there every time that you got therapy. I'm not finna leave it up to my child to handle that. You treating her like an adult. That's the problem. She's only 13. Ain't like she 15, 16, 17, or 18. You treating her like an adult already at 13. That is the problem, y'all. That is the dang on problem. She treats these children, some of these children, she treat like an adult. Cause she trying to be their friend. She traumatized with them. She lays all her situation on them. When her and old girl break up, she talks to them about it. I bet you. Mm, mm, mm. Mimi, I guess I'll be all live in the shoe if just Jasmine rather buy shoes and forget about the rent. Nuts. Apparently, the boyfriend's mom must be mentally ill, right? Because ain't no dang on way that I would go to jail behind someone else's child. I mean, what kind of police would tell her don't post her address? Okay, cool. But how come the police ain't over there handling and getting that little girl out of there? It ain't like she 18 or 17. The girl is 13. Come on now. That don't even sound right.
can you just have the mother talk to me and just say like, you know what, she's fine. or say something for this lady to go up
You need to call Girl, I be done took this woman to court. I be done took this woman to court. I be done had her, Kayla. The little boy probably break up with her. He'll be the mama will make the boy break up with her so fast. I wouldn't leave no stone unturned. I'm telling you, they would be right in that jailhouse right next to them. They wouldn't even have a chance to blink, stink, or think. Okay? You hear me?
to the precinct and try to get me arrested. Like I'm just blatantly harassing her. Miss, you got my 13-year-old.
You allowed your 13-year-old daughter to go over there. Don't play with me, right? Right, Mimi? Where's the damn Amber Alert? This POs me off. Exactly. This just don't sound right to me. Are you just I ain't gonna say nothing.
Daughter in your house. What type of person?
Girl, get you an attorney. You make more than enough money. You make more than enough money. Go hire you an attorney. I'm telling you what to do. Go hire you an attorney. Go and put go sue that police department for not doing their dang on job. Go take your behind over there. DCS will be over at that door and be taking your daughter up out of there fast and hurry. And if tell them that if she comes back over there, then somebody's going to jail. So a couple of people are going to jail. That's what you do. Cause that little boy sound like he older than what he is. I feel like this. I feel like he's a little bit older than what she is. I'm coming out of the bushes. How you doing, Lex? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Crystal Palace. Thanks for coming out the bushes. There is no way I will allow my daughter to continuously stay at a young man's house. I would be shaking the tables. I know that's right. I wouldn't either. My only child, a girl, gave me so much crap. College years, we checked her grades, attendance. We were up her butt. She turned 30 years and called me and thanked me for being involved. I cried that phone call. Yeah, you gotta stay on their bus. I don't care what she's talking about. A parent isn't a friend, exactly. Rose, welcome to the Mickey Flicky Crystal Palace. I know I would be in jail because I am getting in that house, especially knowing that where she is, I'm busting the windows, especially her being 13 for crying out loud. My 30-year-old daughter uh still isn't my friend exactly. Mimi, because Jazzy reporter her as a runaway. Okay, so it makes a difference. So even if she reported, I wouldn't. Man, I don't give a dang on if she ran away. There's still a certain law that is required, and I will call DCS and show them the messages that was sent to her friend, and have DCS come up in there and handle them like so. I promise. She is missing. Is CPS involved in this child? Nope. Not as of yet, according to my Jazzy just Jazzy.
And are you crazy? Like, are you crazy? What good can come out of this? That little girl is gonna get pregnant.
Yeah.
Do you have the funds to take care of this child?
Not in New
Bro.
York. Not in New York. But you ain't heard that from me. I ain't want to gossip.
And I could see some parents being so strict. But I tell y'all, I go against all my morals and my values to be understanding.
That is the problem. You cannot fold. You cannot fold on your beliefs. You cannot fold on your morals and your huh? I probably shouldn't have said that. No, sorry, New York. You cannot fold. You came all the way in the room just to say don't say the J word. My bad. I don't want ADL coming after me. already dealt with them before. Anyway, sorry. I apologize too if I offended anybody in the Jewish community. Um, but I'm just making a point. It's expensive. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Um, listen, girl, you are out your mind that you think that this is okay. Girl, you need to be calling CPS. You need to get every three-letter word involved into this situation, okay? Where is her support system? What support system? The girl just only thing the girl did was did the balloon drop. What support system? Her family was like, oh well, her family probably been dealing with this. You know, she didn't allegedly she didn't stay. According to her, she said that this child has stayed with every family member out there possible, right? And so they already know how this little girl get down. This is apparently how she gets down, y'all. This is not like the first time that she's gone through having to deal with this girl. According to this little girl, she's a hell raiser. You know, Pac told y'all, Mama raised a hell raiser.
Alyssa's 15. Alyssa has a boyfriend. I spoke to them all about this at the same time. And Alyssa said, Mommy, I want a date. I said, just allow me to be hands on. I'm not going to be controlling. I just,
Hell no, I'm gonna be all in their business. She only 15. Again, and I guess she's 15, but again, you gonna be a grandma, girl. You letting her do too much. You letting your children do way too much. See, this is the problem. You let your children get away with what? Red rum. Okay? That is the problem. You letting all these children just basically walk all over you and do whatever the hell they want to do. And you just sit there going, you just go, you know, that's all you do. Okay? Her mom is deceased and was an addict, and the father is an ish. Seems that this child needs supervision. Can she go to the juvenile detention center for a few months? Maybe she need that, child. Seems family can handle her. Something need to happen. Well, the police told her that. The police told her to go ahead and file something for Monday. I mean, for Tuesday, for tomorrow. Basically, for them to, if she don't show up at school, they said something about if she doesn't show up for school, then she's gonna get arrested on site. Something to that effect, y'all. So that's what she's supposed to be doing tomorrow. Once you allow your child to get away with something and not discipline them, just reward them with buying a phone cases and getting shoes, then they will continue to do it. Exactly. Now she is out of control. She is definitely out of control. She is out of her dang on mind, but she got the right mama though. Planet, she doesn't have a village. Yeah, what Pineapple? She said that she called her sister and her brother, and they basically was like, I mean, they had basically stayed with all of them. They stayed with all of her family, and her family was just basically like telling her that she needed to go home or whatever. And she was basically like, she's not coming back. She can't take this. So she put all the family members on the three-way or whatever. So I don't know. I mean, they probably done. They probably like done had it. They probably like at wits end with it, and they probably done already told her like, "Hey, you need to discipline your children. You need to discipline your children. Stop letting your children do whatever they want to do." And she probably was like, "Well, I got this. Y'all tell me what to do, and this is the result of it. This is just my opinion." 100% T with the she. Uh, Rose, of course, that is what she needs to do. T with the she, you want to come up here when I think we're gonna do Nakia tonight before we go. We're gonna do Nakia. We can come up here and do Nakia and help me roast her. Since Nakia don't like I really want to make Nakia mad. Anyway, I'm just no. Am I playing? I'm for real. Pineapples. That is definitely sad. Oh, give me that child. I will be on her so much. No, I don't want her. She stay right where she at. Ain't no boyfriends to be had at no 13. I definitely agree on that one. All the family members fed up too. Yep. I would be fed up. I'd be like, I'm like, nope. I already told you what to do, and you won't listen to me. So this is a result of that, right? But we all know how some folks are treated. Michaela has run away before per Jasmine, so I'm sure she is in the system as a repeat runaway. It's sad. Yes, it is. Let's continue.
Just want to be hands on. Unless a boyfriend does come to my house, he sits in my living room. I can see them. He's allowed on family outings. He has great parents. He goes to church. I tell him, listen, you want to go to church with him? You can. I don't want to be controlling. I
Girl, be controlling. You might need to be controlling with them dang on children. Cause they I'm not saying that all of them, but I'm just gonna say that some ain't going some is not clean in the buttermilk. And at some point in time you do gotta kind of get up in your children's business too. That saves lives. Do you know how many times that I used to get up in my daughter's business and I saved lives, and get up in my son's business and got up in my business, and my parents got up in my business. Girl, children need you to get up in their business. What are you talking about?
just want to know that y'all good. And I get it, kids gonna do what they want to do regardless. But
True.
bro, you don't think she taking it too far?
She taking it.
Like
She's
my
definitely taking it too far, but you allowed that though. I'm sorry. And again, I do feel bad for you. I do feel bad for you, right? Because you're at your wits' ends. You don't know what to do as a parent. And I hate to see you crying the way you are. I hate to see you hurting like this, but dang, this is not only a lesson for your daughter, but this gotta be a lesson for you as well, right? So everybody is going to learn this lesson, and you're going to have to learn how to punish these children, or give them some type of structure. You're going to have to also make sure they follow your rules, and it's just that simple. And you got to stand your ground. Shoot, you the parent, you are not her friend, and you got to stop being your children's friend. And that's what the issue is. And I'm telling you, you will see different type of children if you lay the law down, but you refuse to do that, child. That's her problem, allowing her daughters to have boyfriends and also inviting him to the house to chill and hang out. Exactly. Her spot is the hangout spot. Let her go over to that girlfriend house. They gonna have all kind of boys up in there doing oochie coochie. 15 with a boyfriend, exactly. Well, I can't talk. We went on group dates. I couldn't just go by myself. It couldn't be just me and him, but that's a whole nother conversation, y'all. I think she's 13. No, she's talking about another daughter, y'all. She has a 15-year-old daughter. Excuse me. She has a 15-year-old daughter that has a boyfriend or whatever. Now she asked her mama, can she date? I think she's 13. Yeah, she's talking about, don't she has three daughters. She has that Michaela. I thought Michaela was the oldest, but apparently not. She has another daughter that's 15, right? She has Michaela, which is 13, and then she got the little boy. And then she got another daughter. I don't remember how old she is. Chrissy and Jazz, watch cause this may be you soon. Ooh, Rose. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
my baby ain't sleeping. Carter having nightmares. Like she's lying to so many people. She's doing
But she been lying. You said she was a liar. Just when she first ran away, you went on her like venom. You was so angry. You was like, "Yeah, she's a liar. She's a biggest babe." Blah blah blah. You said she was a liar. You been said she was a liar, right? And then you start. Now you kind of double back. I mean, I'm confused. I'm always confused. Okay, but let's let her continue.
so much. This little girl, this is a child. This is like
Yeah, but she's acting like she's an adult, so you got some choices to make.
you are asking for bad. Why are you asking for bad stuff to happen to you? This little girl, oh God, I feel like I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack, bro. My chest hurt.
I'm sorry you're experiencing this.
Oh,
Mm,
one of her good
okay.
friend's parents came forward, and I thanked them. They didn't even know what was going on until they seen the video. I'm thankful to this lady. I'm so thankful. I thank you. She made her daughter come forth and give up all the messages and everything. If y'all see these messages, your jaw will be on the floor. It will be on the floor. You would not think this is that 13-year-old child talking. You would, oh my God.
She's learned from you and that other girl probably fussing and cursing each other out and stuff. 15 ain't having one either, maybe 16. Well, I can't talk, so I'm gonna shut my mouth, y'all, because I was definitely 15. But, well, hey, I did have a kid young though. But, hey. All right. She did say her daughter was a liar, which is why I was on my daughter. Shoot. Exactly. Child, the Mamiana gang has pulled out has pulled out all the stops this past month. They sure have. How many kids does just Jazzy have? She has three girls and a boy, so four. Oh, I forgot to hit the like. Please hit the like. Did it? Please do it. Please do it too. I think four. 15, child. We had a flashlight phone. So on the other end, I was after eight. Was no, and we only talked through the gate. How you doing, Jersey girl? Welcome to the Mickey Cookie Palace. Jazz, this is STFU. My son up, so I'm gonna try to say, stop telling all her daughter's personal business on the internet. Yes, Jersey girl, I will agree with you on that one. Karma is just starting with Chrissy. Jazz and Livia think Nakia is getting karma 2024 too. Mm-mm. Where is that, boss? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Lord. Moses. Oh my God. Okay. All right. All right. All right. God. Okay. I hear you. Okay. Moses got a message. Okay. Ugh. Jazzy, should come down and listen to me. Stop letting your children run your life in the household. Jersey girl, what you say? Teacher talking to you, Jersey girl. She really does. It almost is like she doesn't have anyone else to talk to. Yeah. So she's just venting to us. She's hoping that Michaela sees the video. She says that, which is really ludicrous. It's not helping. Think about your mental health when you are, your mom's clowning. You just think about, how I don't know if your mom used to do this, but my mom used to call her friend and talk about me to her friend. That was so annoying. And one day I had to tell her, I was like, "Can you stop telling your friend about what goes on in our household?" My father even had to check her about that. Like, that is not like cool. Just let alone her friend, because her friend gonna tell her other friend, the other friend gonna tell the other friend. Then they gonna, you know what I mean? It's gonna continue on. So why even? So just imagine what's happening now. Like, we're talking about it over here, right? And other channels are doing reactions on it, and they're doing reactions on it. Everybody's doing reaction on it. Other people talking about it, and then don't think that people in New York don't subscribe to me and possibly know her and maybe her own neighbors. Like, this is embarrassing. Then the little girl got to go to school. Then her other daughters got to go to school, and they be like, "Dang, your sister is a scallywag." Whoop whoop whoop. And then they're gonna start trying to maybe harassing the little sisters trying to get a little piece. They're like, "Oh, since your sister's a slower, then you a slower too." You know what I mean? Don't nobody have time for all that. What's up? You can look in there if you need to get something out of there. No, that's clean clothes. Just take them downstairs and put them on the top of the washing machine. Hey, Dr. A, how you doing, April? Welcome to the Making People Crystal All right. Karma is a pimple, just builds up until it's ready to pop. Goes Weez, goes Weez, go pop. All right. Yeah, at T with she hey girl. Um I would never make 5 videos about my 13-year-old daughter SEX life on the internet. Jazz needs a therapist. Girl, I said that earlier, Jersey girl. You should have been in her. I basically, she need to be sitting on that couch right with that little girl. While that little girl was going to therapy, she should have been going to therapy too to find out why she chasing behind this woman and why she always telling running all her business. Okay, vlog, do vlog, but don't share. Why you soft parenting? Why you want to soft parenting? Have soft conversations about the situation with your daughter. Have those soft conversations on here since you want a soft parent. How about that? Nakia told the haters to unfollow. We're not following Nakia anyway. We're just reacting on her. Why just get off of social media waiting for the phone to ring? Please hit the thumbs up on your way in. This is Mickey Flicky, please. Okay. All right. She called her girlfriend a ish all the time. I don't like that all at all. And calling grown folks bro grinds my gears, girl. That's what I said earlier. I was like, gang, can we find a new word besides bro? This is what happens when you try to be your friends, your kids' friends, and not parent.
Bro,
Please stop saying bro for crying out
it's
loud.
like these kids really don't understand that ain't nothing in these streets. Hey, you got your whole life to be an adult, and I'm a mean mom because I'm telling you, I don't know.
Have you ever thought about putting her in that skirt straight program? You know, they used to do that when I was coming up. I want to tell you, I ain't gonna tell you that story. That ain't my story to tell. But anywho, I'm trying to tell them skirt straight programs do work though with most of the with Michaela. It probably work with Michaela because Michaela might have some mental issues, y'all. I believe, but I also think it's because I think it's more or less because this girl just lets them do whatever they want to do, and that's what the issue just kind of lies on. They don't have any structure, and she need to be shown that she love. You know, sometimes if you don't give children enough structure or enough discipline, sometimes they don't feel loved, right?
No, you can't go to this little boy's house. No, no, you cannot. What are you doing in this little boy's house? Let me tell
And then the fact that you sitting on her crying, you think she give a doggone about this? She just probably looking at that, her and that little boy and that little boy mama probably just sitting back up there laughing at you. You know what I mean?
y'all, for Christmas, y'all see the video because I put everything out there. I let my
Why?
daughters,
That's the problem.
Alyssa and Kayla. Kayla says she has a boyfriend.
And I need you to get some tissue because you can't keep blowing your nose. I mean, isn't that a scarf that you putting on your nose and then you putting it around your neck after you done wipe your nose with it? Come on now. You acting like my Jazzy life. You sure you don't know her? I know many moms that went through wanted to be their friend, but real mom parent their kids in good and bad. That's right. I have a friend with a troubled child, so I know firsthand that it's not always an upbringing. They play stupid games to win stupid prizes. Yeah, of course. Exactly, Dr. A. Okay, let's continue.
That every 2 days is something, but she never goes about it the right way. Like Alyssa went about it, right? She never lets me meet them or talk to their parents and do things the right way. So
Why would she? Because you ain't gonna do nothing but run down on her and say, "Yeah, you know she a liar. You know she done sex this boy, that boy, this boy." you just another little spoke on her chain or whatever. I mean, I could kind of see you being like that type of a parent, right? I feel like you'll do just that. So we're not gonna play this game. We're not gonna act like you probably would embarrass her. Look at you embarrassing her on the internet now. You're making a spectacle of yourself right now. So why wouldn't you? And I'm not listen. I'm not saying that you shouldn't go in on your daughter for running away or whatever, and I'm not telling you how to respond or whatever, because I could imagine how traumatic this is for you and your, children, your other children, right? Because it certainly will be traumatic, worried about your child. So I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that she can't trust you emotionally because everything that she tells you, you run to the internet and tell.
Alyssa bought her boyfriend a gift. Y'all see me help her. Michaela bought her boyfriend a gift. I said, Michaela, can I meet them? Can I talk to the mom? I asked Michaela who she on the phone with. Oh, this is the mom on the phone. Oh, can I talk to her real quick? Oh, she gotta go. So for Christmas, Michaela claims the boyfriend gives her a gift, but and the mom gave her a gift, but when the gift came, the gift smelled like a lot of weed. So I'm like, damn, Michaela, why does it smell like so much weed?
And we would be throwing that gift out because you're not gonna give my child no gift that smells like wacky tobacco. I don't know what you and that mama and that girl had going on, but I tell you what, that wouldn't be coming into my house for no 13-year-old. Let alone really not even for an older child. Like you ain't for be bringing that stuff in my house. Is you out your mind?
She like, oh, cause the mom smokes. And I'm like, oh wow, she must smoke
So she smokes in front of your daughter? What the heck is going on?
a lot because the gift smells like a lot of weed. I'm just telling her like, I know nobody's a saint, but I'm this weed nowadays ain't like weed like back in the days. Like this shit is different. And you know, I'm just explaining to her why like you shouldn't be influenced by this. Like I ain't got nothing against people that smoke weed. You smoke weed, bitch, that's your business. Me preferably, I don't want to be around it. It gets in my hair stink. I don't like it. I don't want to be around it. But I'm not judging you for doing it. I don't give a shit. Get high. I don't give a fuck if you smoke crack. That's on you, not me. I don't personally want to be around it.
But why would you want your daughter around a dude mama that smokes apparently in front of them, and when she gives your daughter something, it smells like wacky tobacco? You now listen, I don't know what girl. I don't what do you got going on over there? Girl, you crazy? Are you out your flipping rabbit dookie brain of yours? You got to get it together now. You doing too much. How you doing? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Flawless Ebony. All right, and Happy New Year, everybody, by the way, if I haven't said it. Sometimes there's such thing as goings on in the household. Kids don't want to go home. Exactly. Whereas the father, girl, her father is a groomer. Her father is apparently 10 years older than her mom, than her, and she was with him when she was a little girl, and he was apparently older. So he's a groomer, and he's the same person that she allowed that little girl to go live with, and he had let her spend a night over the other boy's house, and did some egregious things, let her smoke wacky tobacco and in the house and all kind of stuff, right? So that's what happens. This is bad, shaking my head. Yes, it is.
So I'm just trying to tell her, Michaela, if you don't smoke weed, I don't suggest you be around it because it gets on your clothes, it gets in your hair. And she just think like, oh mom, like looking at me like, yo, you do too much. Like everything I do is like, mom, you do too much. You do too much.
And you need to say, I'm gonna do too much right upside your head if you don't get this together. You know what I mean? Well, I'm okay. Look, I take that back. Don't say right upside her head. But what I'm saying is, you need to tell her, no, I do too much. I'm an adult and I can do whatever I want to do too much at. You are 13, so you don't talk to me like that about I do too much. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Give me that phone since I do too much. Give me those shoes since I do too much. We're gonna go to Payless or with whatever little raggedy shoe you're not getting no Michael Jordans no more since I do too much. Yeah, you're right. I do too much. I've done too much for you, and you don't deserve all this. How about that?
It's like this girl is taking away my rights to parent. It's either
No, you taking your rights away by trying to make her your friend and your equal, as opposed to making her bow down and kiss the ring like the good mother, like the mother you supposed to be, as opposed to trying to be a friend. Like, you are the omega in that house. You are God up in that house. You are, let me do that lightning. Moses, you are Moses up in that house. You rule all up in that house. And how dare her to think she's going to handle you in any type of way and you be okay with it? How does that work out? I want you to explain it to me immediately, okay?
Michaela is blatantly saying, you gonna let me come and go as I please. You gonna let me sleep with this little boy. You gonna let me live with this little boy. You gonna let me spend nights out. You're going to let me do these things, or I am gonna cause hell. What do I do as a mom? What do I do? Say, hey, come on, cause me hell. Come on up in here. Show my kids that you can run amok too. Yeah, misbehave and disregard everything I say and don't listen. Just do whatever you want. Please tell me. Please tell me. And then I'm reading over the messages. And it's crazy shit, bro. Crazy shit. Crazy. And I'm like, this is what you out here seeking? Really? This is what you really out here seeking and what you want. I think it's so crazy to me. And the only reason why I'm so
Okay. Yeah, this is definitely all bad, shaking my head. Oh. Is she doing all this for views and YouTube money checks and is sad? I hope she not, because this is real bad.
hurt because, yo, I believe that sin is sin, bitch. Ain't no big sin, ain't no little sin. I say the word bitch, I'm going to the same hell as somebody who murdered somebody. Sin is sin, period. You do wrong, you get wrong. You put out bad, you get bad. You do fucked up shit gonna come to you. That's how life works. And I don't care what nobody say. To do so good, I promise you, if I was doing anything that I should not have been doing as a parent, I would never get on this platform and make a video because I deserve everything that come my way. And that's what
Well, I mean, listen, can I tell you something, Just Jazzy? I want you to listen to me. Karma is not about good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. Karma is just a lesson that you have to learn. And you have not learned your lesson. You have gotten showed this early on that you cannot be these children's friend. You have gotten showed that you just can't run amok and do whatever it is and run behind this woman that don't want you, okay? And you keep getting showed lesson after lesson, which is karma, and you are not dealing with it and you're not taking heed. So karma is repeating itself over and over and over again until you learn your lesson. That's what karma is. Karma is not a good and bad thing. That's what I need you to take out your head. I don't know where you get that karma thinking from. Everybody thinks karma is just, oh, I bad, so karma comes back to me. Yes, karma comes back to you as a lesson because you have not learned it. So it's good. It's not a good or bad. It don't matter whether you're a good person or a bad person. Until you learn your lesson, it's gonna keep unfolding and keep coming back to you until you go, okay, dag, I get it. Okay. And you haven't gotten it yet. You still keep saying the same thing, and you still don't get the fact that you can't be these children's friends. Period. And point the heck blank. Okay. Didn't the cop tell Jazzy to stop going on the internet discussing this? Yes, you did, Jazzy. Yes, you did, Jersey. I'm sorry about that. Um, Lex, didn't they tell Jazzy not to discuss the daughter situation, and yet she's still running her mouth? They did. Who lets a 12 or a 13-year-old ride New York subways by themselves? She does. I guess the check for this is going to be good. However, where is the dignity, Just Jazzy? This is embarrassing. It's definitely embarrassing. I worked in Philly, took trains, even in 30 years and scared. Where is the number to 911? I'm call right now and tell Mr. Policeman to go and arrest Just Jazzy. for still talking. And why you calling her to say that? Call them and tell them to go pick up her daughter because she ain't got good sense enough to go over there. Somebody ain't, I'm gonna say somebody don't have good sense enough to get her from over to that boy house, including the little girl and the girl
Anything.
mama,
That's what
the boy
anything that
mama.
happens to me in life. It could be the smallest fucking thing. If I feel like I deserve this in a way, I don't care how small it is. This shit different. And that's all I can say.
Hmm.
It's different. And the fact that this is just the lifestyle Michaela choose, I don't know what's to go for. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's next. I talk to these police officers all day and night, day and night, day and night. What's next? What's next? What's next? They all telling me the same shit. She's not missing. She's a runaway. Tomorrow I go put out the pins warrant on her. She don't show up to school. They arrest her. Like what? Why would you? This first of all, this is the sweetest fucking little girl.
Oh no! See, this is you. What? She said all of that, and that was her. She's the sweetest little girl. Girl, she don't sound like the sweetest little girl. She might have a deep heart inside of her, but none of this stuff that you have said since I've been watching your channel. It hasn't been that long, but you have said even when y'all went on vacation, you kind of was like, you know what I mean? So I don't. What you talking about? She the sweetest little girl. See, I gotta stop you right. Car. I gotta stop you right there. What do you mean she's the sweetest girl? This is not no sweet girl behavior, child. What are you talking about? Do you know what you talking about? You just said any damn thing. Jasmine knows that her daughter, where her daughter is at. So why won't they? Why won't she go to the police to pick her up? Good question. She said the police said that she's not a runaway. Okay. If she gets that child back in her house, same stuff going on. Nothing will be done. And sure, I don't believe so either, Rose. At Jersey, according to her, the police told her not to go over there. Shaking my head. Sweet. Shaking my head. Sweet. What? No, she sweet. On Jasmine first video on Jasmine first video, she called her daughter a liar. So why trust her to go to therapy alone? Exactly.
I could see if she was a demon. Like if she was just on some demon bully crazy. She's
Wait
sassy.
a minute. No, you said that your daughter threatened some other little girl that she was gonna beat her up. Was that not deep? Excuse me. Was that not bully behavior? What are you talking about? You saying things out the side of your neck.
But the Michaela I know, when Michaela
The people change, girl. People change. Do you understand? Just like you changed when you got with this woman. You lost your religion. You changed. You weren't really celebrating holidays, and now all of a sudden you celebrate the holiday. You're doing a lot of things you wasn't doing originally that you are doing now. So we're not gonna play this game right here, okay? People change when they get into relationships, child. And so now that your 13-year-old is in a relationship with the little boy, she has changed. Okay? The monster that she has inside of her, woo, woo, ha, ha, ha. The monster that she has inside of her now is the monster that has already been there, but it just intensified even more because now she's smelling herself because she's at SEXing, right? And she possibly may gonna get, PG like Mary was with Joseph, okay? So you can't act like people don't change when they start smelling themselves or when they start getting into relationships. She whipped. Okay? What are you talking about? Okay?
and I acted out in school, this little girl sitting at home drawing, listening to music. Michaela comes and cuddles up in the
How
bed.
long ago was that though? She has grown, she's growing up. She's smelling herself. You don't have any parameters or any structure or discipline. You're soft parenting, as you call it. So she don't know what it is. She don't know what it is to have discipline in her life because you don't have it yourself, or you can't stay away from this woman that don't want you. Okay. If the boy's mom and I would say come get your daughter, she isn't around in my she wait a minute. If I was the boy's mother, I would say come get your daughter. She ain't allowed in my house. But see, she dealing with that boy's mama is apparently ignorant. That's how you are painting her to be to put to be. Now she is defending her daughter. Exactly, April. It's like I'm confused. It's like make up your dang on mind. Good Lord. Oh my God. Be a mother. Understand this girl needs direction. Girl, all of them need counseling. Speak on it, Dr. A. Right. All these folks on here need some dang on counseling. It's like the daughter need counseling, the mama need counseling, and the other children gonna need counseling and dealing with the both of them. Because they probably the same people, which is probably why they don't get along, because she probably don't have structure or discipline herself, which is why her daughter doesn't have structure and discipline, why she want a soft parent. Get out of
Destiny.
her.
Michaela is very sassy. She has a smart mouth, but Michaela is not a fighter. Michaela will give you the shirt off her back. Michaela is
Well, why she not giving you the shirt off her back? And if she would give you the shirt off your back, then why do you have to buy her Jordans and jeopardize your rent being paid and jeopardize y'all being homeless? Why does she have to get her hair done before anybody else within your household, including the other children who probably work a lot harder than what she works? Like they probably get good grades, listen to you, kinda, right? Because you soft parent, right? So I don't understand that, ma'am.
not the child she's pretending to be. That is not who she is. You know why it's not who she is? Because that's not where she come from. You could pretend to be
Well, she come from somewhere, girl. She been shown whatever. She's been shown what she's supposed to act and do.
some shit all day. You could act like you so tough and you so this and you so down. Michaela's not that kid because that's not where she comes from. Some girls at the school even looked at Michaela wrong. Michaela would not leave the school. She called me. I had to go over there with the cops just to walk her home. I'm not about that life.
So basically, she runs her mouth and all talk, but she ain't finna do no action, just like you. Got
It's
it.
not how we are. So the fact that this girl is acting this way is like, yo, what the who are you? The way she's texting me and yo, I'm calling a kid. I'm calling the phone. She rejected the call. She don't unblock me. She rejects my call and she texts me. I see you calling. What happened?
But you allowed that though, right?
Yo, before y'all talk about these new generation of parents, y'all best to know this ain't back in the days. This ain't when they used to call it BCW. Nah, bitch, this is Child Protective Services days. Let me tell you, they say you cannot discipline these children. They say you better not whoop their ass because that's abuse and you going to jail.
Yeah, but it's not about you discipline. I mean, beating her or whooping her. It's about you handling business, taking care of business, and you not doing that. You letting her do whatever she want to do. Now, don't try to say nothing about you. You feel nobody asked you to beat the little girl. People are telling you that you can't be their friend, and all this soft parenting don't work. Okay,
They say you better not curse, scream, or yell at them because that's emotional
but you cursed at them already. So what you talking about?
abuse. They allow these children to have more control over you as a parent than anything. You hear me? This has changed my outlook on life. I seen a group of kids fucking walking, and my natural reaction was to say, "Where are they parents for them to be outside so late?" I really felt in my heart like the parents is probably at work, working overnight, somewhere on vacation. Them kids probably supposed to be their ass in the house. They probably snuck out. This really made me second guess, always blaming it on the parent. This is not for the weak. I know this journey is not gonna be easy. I give y'all real life updates in real time. And I don't know what's next tomorrow. School. Maybe Michaela gonna go to school. Maybe she ain't. What happens next? I don't know. I never been through this. Everything the police tell me to do, I'm doing it. I'm gonna go tomorrow, put the pins warrant out. What happens next? How can I sleep? I'm constantly thinking about, oh my God, if this girl runs into the wrong person, if she takes the wrong drink, if she does this, if she does this, if somebody rapes her, if somebody do this to her, one little, oh my God, I'm driving myself crazy.
All right, y'all. Woo! I'm gonna read y'all comments and then we're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna give you my final thoughts. I'm gonna read your. I feel like Jerry. I'm gonna give y'all. I'm gonna read y'all comments and I'm gonna give y'all my final thoughts. We're gonna do just wrap it up, okay? So let's see. I understand Jasmine upset. My thing is stop telling us your daughter's business. Get offline and go get your damn baby from that trap house. Exactly what it sounds like to me. Jasmine ATP, just harsh. Okay. These girls are not or not fun to raise in teen or in their 20s. So happy that it's done, girl. It is. Oh, this is very draining. It is. Little thumbs up for the great chat. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everybody coming live with me and maintaining and holding your ground and spitting your truth and expressing how you feel. Maybe Jasmine or listen to some dang on body and stop with this soft parenting. Not saying you should beat your children, but dang, come on, do something. Kick over a trash can or something. Raise some kind of sand. Say exactly how you feel. But anywho, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you all. I knew Jasmine was lying about turning off the phone because she said that Michaela talked to Faith. And she talked to Faith all the time, and she uh, contradicting herself. Yeah, I knew she wasn't going to turn off the phone. I didn't even listen to that. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Have a Happy New Year. Happy New
You say that I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay. Cause I'm floating in your orbit.